One of my favorite historical figures is Ulysses S. Grant. And Grant has been maligned for many years for many different reasons, and there's a lot of political reasons behind that. But one of the things he was maligned for was the vast casualties, that he was responsible for on the Union side. And that how we would, except for Vicksburg, he basically used infantry columns like Napoleon did, which is as a sledgehammer. Napoleon was also very good at doing this because of the patriotism that existed in France at the time, as opposed to fighting the conscripts of Prussia or the people who were tricked into service in the small army of England at the time. They had more men, they had more excited men, and so they'd use them like a hammer. And Darrow's the same way, and Ulysses S. Grant was the same way. He had more men, so he'd use more men. And so, but both of them were victorious in their own ways. Strangely, Napoleon wasn't vilified for that. I think there's a lot more other things to vilify him for. But for Darrow, it was really that moment of how do I give him a bad way of winning, a way to create tension down the line, and that would create seeds that are as realistic causation. I mean, the causation is realistic in world, as well as being a reflection of the overall theme, and as well as being a reflection of Darrow's overall journey. So it's kind of trying to align several different things into moments. And I think Jeremy put it very well when you're saying it's a pivot for him, for the man who goes into 10 years of war. And it's because he started taking on the mental arithmetic of the Ash Lord, which is deaths can be a rational transaction. And there's that warning from Lorne in Golden Sun. Basically, you're becoming, I forgot the exact wording, but you're becoming what you don't want to become. You're becoming one of them, or, a killer. And that's what scared Lorne about Darrow, is because he's so driven. Now, Lorne didn't know why. Mustang never knew why until a certain moment, why Darrow was so driven. But just because they learn why he's driven, just because why he's driven is for a good cause, it doesn't mean he's any less of a bastard. And you can have good bastards or bad bastards, but good bastards and bad bastards are just judged by who won.